intel pointing to the possible location of Agent Sandoval's remains. Search the area, and if you find his body, mark it for retrieval. Let's do what we can to bring Sandoval home.
Say the word, boss. We poked the hornet's nest. I got one narco at the entrance to the camp.
Deploying drone. The signal's all bad. They're jamming the drone. Got another tango.
Yo, cartel gunman. Okay. Inside the firing post.
This is our AO. Isn't the first time we've had to recover the dead. You know what to look for.
Eyes on a gun turret. I got a narco over here, near the mortar.
Close container up ahead. Watch my 6.
Got you.
Got him. He's here.
Fuck, sad to see a man like that end up like this. His kin will be glad we found him.
Bowman will too. Bowman? We've located Sandoval's body. I'm sending you the location now.
Thank you. I'll send a team to pick him up. Just want to make sure he gets home.
Unfortunately, I know the feeling. Nomad out.
Katrine Svensson, La Gringa. How does a PhD from MIT end up as the chief chemist of the Santa Blanca cartel? Like all cynics, she started out as an idealist. La Gringa came to Bolivia to help the people. The poor, the downtrodden, the sick. She loved them, and they loved her. Working for an NGO called Hands Over Bolivia, she did research to develop a new vaccine for yellow fever. It was meant to be produced easier and cheaper, making it more readily available to more people in a shorter time. Then, disaster struck. She lost all her funding and was vilified by the scientific community. Of course, La Gringa hadn't been involved in the scandal, but it didn't matter. She lost everything. After that, well, you know what? Thanks to the NSA's prison program, we can hear it in her own words.
How much did you earn, Sonrisa?
40,000 a year?
I spend more on my dogs. I will pay you 100 times what you are making.
To do what?
Quality control. Working from Okoro, you can develop the best, most potent, most pure cocaine in the world.
I came here to help people survive.
La Gringa, my darling. How do you think the people survive?
The Santa Blanca cocaine production pipeline, led by El Yayo. It all starts in the fields with the harvesting of the Erythroxylum novogranitens, aka the coca plant. Of the 200 known species of Erythroxylum, only 2 contain usable levels of cocaine, so you have to know what you're planting. El Yayo knows what he's planting. First, his people strip the leaves off the plant. Then the leaves are dried, finally chopped, and sent to the lab. That's where this chick comes in. La Gringa here is an American chemist with Mensa-level IQ and sub-zero morality numbers. They take the chopped leaves, dust them with lime. That's right, lime. Then pour diesel fuel all over them. Stir for 3 days. You can use a washing machine or a cement mixer, but Santa Blanca does it by hand. Then, they mix all this shit with sulfuric acid, a dash of caustic soda, and bam, cocaine paste. You dry it, chuck in more acid, and pretty soon, you got powder. But now you have to purify it because no one wants to snort yellow powder. It's gross. So, a little more acid, some potassium permanganate, pyrolusite. Hungry yet? Filter it with ammonia and beautiful, pure white cocaine. But everyone knows how to do this, right? What makes Santa Blanca so special? What makes SB a brand? Because they figured it out. How to mass produce a custom product. Plant genetics, logistics, mechanization, state-of-the-art labs, reduction of redundancies, quality control, purity of chemicals, and, of course, the secret sauce. They're geniuses. They've taken coke production into the 22nd century. What Henry Ford did for the factory, they've done for the lab. They're innovators, they're pioneers, they're SB.
El Yayo was born amidst the Bolivian coca. His mother carried him on her back until he was old enough to go to work for himself. For decades, Yayo picked the leaves, fingers blistered, back aching, feet bleeding. But never, in all that time, did he once extract the alkaloids to make cocaine. To Yayo, the coca leaf was an ancient tradition, going back 8,000 years, a medicine, a culture, una planta sagrada. Of course, the Americanos had a different opinion. They called it Plan Dignidad, the dignity plan. Although Yayo was no more than a farmer, un cocalero, his world was left in ruins. With no other means available, he was forced to do the one thing that he vowed never to do. He was forced to produce cocaine. In the end, the Americans' efforts to stop cocaine production created one of the greatest cocaine producers to ever live. Innovation versus experience, technology versus tradition, youth versus age, La Gringa versus El Yayo. I had been hoping they would complement each other, but they could not get along. They were too different.
I have been producing cocaine this way for years.
That's exactly the problem.
Our product was so good, the demand was only increasing. We couldn't keep up. I don't care how you do it, science, tradition, or voodoo. Just make more. Or I'll find someone that can. I had told El Yayo and La Gringa to step up production. They claimed they were doing their best. Obviously, I had not been clear enough. This man's life was in your hands, and this is what you've done with it.
I can't do this anymore. Please, just let me go home. I swear to God, I won't tell anyone what happened here.
Sometimes I don't think you take me seriously. Next time I will show you how serious I can be. Desperate people make desperate mistakes, and I had made El Yayo and La Gringa desperate. I pressured them too much. But I had no choice. The attacks on our production were increasing. It was hurting our supply chain. If something was not done, we would lose our market share. So I pushed them to produce more coke. They couldn't do it. So they started to cut it, dilute it, lower the quality to increase the quantity. An understandable mistake, but a mistake nevertheless. I had spent years branding Santa Blanca, a quality product, the best in the world, a primo price for a primo product. Problem was, the product wasn't primo anymore. And someone had to pay for that.
Fujio village is just up ahead. Let's hustle and get to La Gringa before the cartel does.
Right behind you, boss.
El Sueño's discovered that La Gringa's been cutting the purity of her cocaine, and he sent his people to kill her. Get to La Gringa and bring her in. She's got nowhere else to go.
Looks like some of Qatari's rebels are defending La Gringa's house.
What the fuck's going on here? Everybody hold up, we got hostiles in the area.
Nosotros solo estaban vendidos a los gringos.
Looks like we've riled them up. We got rebels throwing down with the cartel. What's our play?
You guys ready? Fire.
Copy.
We're good. We all in one piece?
Who are you? What do you want?
We're your way out of this mess, understand? But we've got to move right fucking now.
I won't get far. Not like this. I know someone. He lives in a village not far from here. The rebels, they take their wounded to him when they can.
How well do you know that rebel doctor?
He won't talk to the cartel, if that's what you're afraid of. They don't scare him. He's the bravest guy I know. We met when I was working with the NGO. The fake NGO. He was the local guy.
And a few years and a few tons of coke later, he introduces you to the rebels.
He needed medicine and vaccines. I had the money.
I don't get you. What do you get out of playing both sides?
Hell if I know. I came to Bolivia to help people. That's all I was trying to do.
Gotta hold on, Gringa. We've still got a ways to go.
I don't know about...
Opening fire on these fuckers.
Focus on the mission.
I don't know about that. I'm going to... Shock.
Is she gonna make it?
She'd better. What were rebels doing protecting your house?
Qatar must have sent them. To protect me. I feel cold. I'm starting to feel cold.
Why would Qatari protect a cartel scientist like you?
I've been using Sueño's money to buy medical supplies.
Pac didn't mention that shit to us.
How would I know? Yeah, cold. This is me. I can't. Please. I've got to stop.
Don't quit on me now, lady. Sight's just up ahead.
Who are you? What do you want?
You know this woman?
What happened?
Believe me, Doc, it's better if you don't know. She's got a GSW to the shoulder. Can you help her?
Sí, por supuesto. Leave her with me. I'll do everything I can.
We'll buy you all the time we can, but you need to work fast. I've got a feeling Sueño's not done with her yet. Contact. Sueño sent another crew after us. Take him down. Get ready.
I'm shooting. Roger. Fuck, engaging. Got no tangos on my radar. Clear. Taking a shot.
Good shooting. Let's clean up and move on.
What's the word, boss?
We've given the doc all the time we can. One way or another, we're getting La Gringa out of here. Okay, Gringa. Time to go.
Please, just give me a minute. He stopped the bleeding, but I got a ball of lead in my shoulder.
The cocktail the doc just gave you? I bet you can't even feel your face, let alone that bullet.
You got me there.
We're leaving. You feel like you're gonna keel over or puke, just look at the horizon. It'll keep you steady. We're at the extraction point. Let's get her to Bowman and call for a dust-off.
Oh, God! What are you doing to me?
It's called tactical field care. Stop being such a pussy.
Oh, God!
Here,
Open it. Open it.
her extract is 10 minutes out.
Oh, fucking hell. I'll be glad to be rid of this whiny bitch. Your little clinic might have bought you some redemption with the rebels, but that crap doesn't play for me. But with a set of lungs like yours, you're gonna be a big hit in prison.
Why don't you just let me die?
The thought had crossed my mind. But 5 years from now, 10, hell, maybe even 50 years from now, when I'm so old I can't even wipe my own ass, it's gonna make me happy to think of little mousy La Gringa and all those nasty friends she made in prison.
I don't care. I'm happy to go to your prison. A lifetime, 10 lifetimes in prison is better than Sueño. Your worst could never compare to his.
It's Bowman. Looks like the damage you've done to the cartel's production network just paid another dividend.
What's up?
Forcing La Gringa and El Yayo to start cutting the purity of their cocaine has caused prices to drop and done a lot of damage to the cartel's rep.
Sucks to be them. What's it do for us?
We got La Gringa, but Sueño still needs a dog to kick. Yayo's managing production while the cartel keeps him prisoner in his own house. Extract El Yayo to an RP. Expect strong opposition. Word is the guards have orders to kill El Yayo if he tries to escape.
Roger that.
The great writer Balzac once said, "To have a family is to become hostage to fortune." I told El Yayo we had something in common. We're both too old to start over. Me to start a new organization. You to start a new family.
This is one of those legal coca farms.
So, like, can we get some legal coca here? For the altitude?
For the altitude, yeah.
You're not having any coca. You know, first thing headquarters is gonna do when we get back home is make us piss in a cup.
But the altitude, it's getting hard to breathe.
Shut up.
El Yayo's fallen out of favor with the cartel. Let's bring him in. It's time we made him an offer.
This is the place. Let's take this low and slow. If the cartel realizes we're here, the first thing they'll do is kill El Yayo.
Copy that.
Here's target number 5. Marking a tango. He's close to that local. Drone is airborne.
Who need that chopper? Stay low. We got a Sicario, a Hacienda, and something.
No, hear me out, por favor. I understand how long it usually takes to harvest the fields. But we need to pick those leaves fast.
Vámonos. We're taking you someplace safe.
I cannot leave. If El Sueños men see that I'm gone, the cartel will kill my family.
Down. They're gonna see you. We got civilians dangerously close. Check your targets before you shoot. They're gonna make you back up. Look, the hornet's nest.
Haven't told me who you are. I have heard rumors about phantasmas who are making buildings burn, making things disappear, making people disappear. They were just being superstitious.
We're real, and if you cooperate, we can protect you.
I will cooperate. If you protect my family.
RP's just ahead.
Where exactly are you taking me?
There's someone who wants to ask you some questions about your activities with the card.
I should have known. CIA has brought in our own sicarios. Simon Bolivar said the United States was destined to plague the Americas with misery. Now that misery is upon my house.
He says Sueño has his family.
You could have led with that. These 4 gunfighters are your best last hope at saving your family. So are you gonna play ball, or are you gonna bury more kin?
Save my family. Then I decide if I will talk.
Yayo's family's in the cartel district of a village called Bahia Floresta. We've got to move fast. Sueño finds he's gone, that family's dead. Coming up on Bahia Floresta. Yayo's wife and son are supposed to be somewhere in the village. Keep your eyes open.
I got a narco over here.
Target carrying. Where you got him?
Next to the building.
Just spotted one with submachine guns. I got a target carrying submachine guns. That makes 5.
Hey, we got a narco with a submachine gun. There, in the building.
Snipers on the balcony.
Watch for civilians. We don't want to kill somebody. You're gonna get made. Hang back. I got a Sicario with a submachine gun. There, in the building. Down. You're giving yourself away.
Snipers on the balcony.
Moving to get a good sight line. Copy. Ready to target marked. Engage. Target is down. We're good. We're good.
Heads up. I got eyes on Yayo's wife and son.
Pero Dios mío, won't you sicarios leave us alone?
Take it easy. We're the good guys.
Don't touch me!
Calm down, Chewie. Your father sent us.
You expect me to believe that?
You can believe whatever the fuck you want as long as you shut up and follow instructions. Now follow me. Both packages secure. Let's get them back to their old man.
¿Ustedes quiénes son?
I'm shooting these fuckers. Alright, breathe easy.
You're safe now.
This is the old man's fault, isn't it?
Hey, ¿qué pasa?
Rodolfo.
Mi Rosita, ¿estás bien?
Sí, mi vida.
Papa, what trouble had you gotten us into now, old
I
man?
just got you out of trouble, kid.
Don't expect us to believe that. Ustedes, blanquiñosos yankees, only bring problems to Bolivia. I may be too young to have marched with the cocaleros in '96, but I have seen the scars on the protesters who were beaten.
Oh, eat a dick. I'm sick of this anti-American bullshit. We're not your enemy, kid.
But you're not our friend either.
Tranquilo, mijo. I have made deals with many devils in my time, and it has always been to protect my family, to ensure that my people, los cocaleros, survive. Now I have made my deal with you, Agent Bowman. I'm sure to regret it later, but for now, it will allow us to see another day.
Bowman get what you want?
Nobody's happy about it, but yeah, looks that way.
Fucking ingrates. They know we saved their lives, right?
All I know is the cartel's gonna have a hell of a time making cocaine without El Yayo. The rest is over my pay grade.
I heard that.
Hola, caballeros. You four are causing me more trouble than I've ever had in Bolivia.
The pleasure's all ours, Sueño. But if you like, we can end this right now. Just turn yourself in.
All this trouble for Ricky Sandoval. A cabron who was little more than a corrupt policeman. You have no idea what
Enough bullshit.
I have evidence, an audio recording of Ricky Sandoval confessing his greatest sin. Then you will see that your whole mission, your entire reason for being here, is based on a lie.
Are you really this desperate to save your own ass? More lies?
I am many things, but a liar is not one of them. Listen to the audio recording yourself. There will be no tricks, but I doubt you will have much reason to come after me once you hear what Sandoval has to say. You cannot feed the hungry without food. You cannot heal the sick without medicine. And you cannot satisfy demand without a product. With the cocaine production in shambles, our market share was shrinking more and more every day. We increased prices, but it was a temporary solution. We would have to import from Peru and Colombia, invest heavier in meth and MDMA, a very costly and time-consuming endeavor. It would take years to rebuild. I had no choice. If workers were left unpaid for too long, there was no telling what they would resort to. But the biggest loser in all this was the people of Bolivia. Out of work with no means to support their families. All they could do was wait. Wait and see who was next to take possession of the coca fields.